Hello, welcome to the
Everything's
Rooster Teeth
different.
podcast. This week brought to you by Movement Watches. Oh, and Rooster Teeth, apparently.
This episode.
Right.
So we
Not
got
this week.
This episode brought... Did I say this week? I don't know.
Yeah,
We got
makes
the
sense.
bonus-
Oh, right, because normally that would be correct, but not this week, not
that
first
would
week.
be correct.
I'm
but
Gus.
This time.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Barbara.
I'm Burnie.
I'm Gus.
So
I'm
we got
Burnie.
the first bonus one sponsored.
Well, it's podcast 421, so it's technically...
Yeah, I'm just impressed.
It's not... Yeah, I mean, it's a bonus, but it's
Why don't
still
we explain what we're doing,
canonical.
first of all? This is a bonus episode of the podcast that we're doing for first week.
Yes.
So normally we do one episode of Rooster Teeth podcast per week at an hour and a half on Mondays. We're now recording a second episode for an hour on Thursday
Yes.
in celebration of first week, which leads up to our anniversary on April 1st.
Yes.
How many years?
14.
14 years.
Jeff tried to say 15 years this morning. What the fuck's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
we're going into our 15th year, so it's real easy because that's a big milestone to start saying 15. But
It's also RVB season 15.
yeah, that's always...
Which confuses some people.
Well, you start with one.
Yeah, well, I think that's what's confusing to some
Yeah.
people. It's like it's our 14th year, but 15th season.
Sorry, dude.
I fucking hate that.
I know you did. Just provided me by Microsoft.
So I
Oh.
definitely didn't forget about
Gavin.
this.
Completely
Fix
forgot.
your calendar, man.
It gives me a reminder 10 minutes before. What am I going to do in 10 minutes?
Let me look at this event right now. 'cause
I
I'm
always
pretty
look
sure
at-
you're full of shit.
My plan for the whole day.
Alert 1 hour before.
Didn't-
Alert time of event.
Bollocks.
You didn't respond to the calendar invite.
Well, it's in
If
my-
you had responded 1 hour before at time of event,
Gavin's
I got an
very
alert an hour
busy.
before.
So that didn't put it... Right, so if I don't respond, it's still in there, but it only sets it at 10 minutes before?
It must.
So by clicking accept, it moves it up to an hour.
It moves. It
alright.
it goes to what is put into here. I put an hour now because we moved to 5 because I know you need the reminder because you're normally filming Let's Plays.
But you made it.
I am
Accept the calendar
struggling
invite.
this week.
So you wouldn't have made it if Mariel hadn't texted you. Well, we
yeah.
were going to get some food because you said you would like to have food because since we moved the podcast earlier, we don't
Wait,
get food anymore.
what notice of food?
Yeah, what? It's
So,
still dinner time.
There was no food because the delivery service screwed up. So Mariel reached out to Gavin to ask him, "Do you want something anyway? We can run
She
and
was
get
like,
you
you
something real fast."
want anything before the show? And I was like, what show? Oh.
So if the food had
thanks to
gotten here
Mariel.
on time, you would not have been here on time.
No, I wasn't even at the office. I
I-
actually I finished shooting my MDB for the day. Then I went home and I was like, I'm going to finish this slow-mo edit that I've been working all week. Keep getting interrupted to work on different stuff. And then I left and came here.
to go do the
So I
podcast.
still haven't finished it.
I finally watched the Hitman video where you realized that the podcast had been going for 20 minutes. It was also so nonchalant the way you're just like, got a podcast.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, has it started?
Is what started.
RT podcast.
Bye, Gavin.
That's fucking awesome.
That's right. It starts at 5 now.
That's awesome. 20 minutes late for the podcast. It's bad.
Yep. What you
came
didn't
running
see in that
here.
video was me sprinting. I think I was on this set within 40 seconds of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Also, you're
Our local.
Thank you. Becca's saying that they're local, but I think that the way I send them, they convey with the invite.
So I have an RT podcast thing. My alert is 10 minutes before.
Oh,
Is Becca on my side?
Becca is on your side.
Becca is on your side, but she's also not on the air, so it doesn't matter. So she doesn't.
Well, why
So
do I
even
bother
if-
setting all these alerts?
I don't know, because you're
I thought that's
notifying
for
yourself.
Aren't you setting them for
I
you?
set them from the calendar, because the calendar, it doesn't originate from my calendar. There's a podcast calendar.
Right, but so you're
that I
saying
originate
it
from.
for the podcast calendar.
But
to
I
remind.
thought that data conveyed.
I don't think it does.
Well, bullshit. What the fuck? That's stupid.
I was trying to like support you quietly, but I also don't remember ever getting an alert an hour before a
Why didn't you
podcast.
speak up?
Because I'd like him shitting on you, and
Yeah.
I like
Oh.
you being
So, you,
Speaking
a
of getting
victim.
shit on,
Okay.
I got shit on a Monday because the previous Monday I showed off my AirPods and then I lost them on our trip to Austria for
Immediately.
the Special Olympics, and they're laughing at me. I can hear them. So guess what I did on Tuesday?
Did you go buy new AirPods?
No, I went to the airport and they found my fucking AirPods. What's that, control room? Where's your fucking applause now?
Burnie, it doesn't
You
change the fact you still lost them. in the
Godless
first place.
fucks in there laughing at my.
How did you do that? Like, did you go to like the airline counter, and be like, "Hey, I left something in your lounge. I'm a big idiot."
Gavin was with me. I actually went to the downstairs. I don't know if I should reveal the inner politics of American Airlines at Ostrom-Bergstrom Airport, but I went downstairs by the carousels where the luggage is because that was the only thing that was open when we landed at 11:30. The club where I lost them closed at 7:30. And there was this lady who was nice, but very, very slow. You ever see Zootopia with the sloth?
No.
Okay. Well, Barb, have you seen it?
Yeah.
She was like the female version of that. And
it was infuriating. I had to step out. I
Gavin,
couldn't be around
I
it.
just felt Gavin like a dark cloud. You know, like when a storm cloud's rolling in, it's just like you can tell the shadow as it goes over everything. I could feel that happening with Gavin behind me, and then he just left the room. I felt
she
it.
was like, you said they weren't beats.
I was like, no, they're not beats. But they
okay,
could be because someone could mistake them for beats.
Okay, so we've
this says
had
beats.
we've had some beats, but they're not beats. And at one point, I came back in and you were like, hey, give me your AirPods because I've got some. And I'll show her. So you held them up and showed them to her, and she was just like, yeah. No, yeah. And didn't look at them once.
Not even
She was
once.
like, I'm not even interested in knowing what they look like. And I was like, I gotta leave again.
So I was still trying to work this angle through Twitter support with American Airlines, and they had told me about 3 times over the course of 3 days, oh yeah, we'll contact them and we'll let you know. I'm like, you haven't contacted me. And they're like, oh, they haven't gotten back to us. Then all of a sudden, Twitter DM hits. It's American Airlines. They go, Admiral's Club has your AirPods.
Wait, the Twitter account DM'd you?
Yeah, because I've been talking to them. That's the
Yeah, you said
only
you
way.
did Twitter support.
That was the only
That's-
way
yeah,
I could do it when I
impressive.
was in Austria. That's the only way I could think, because like there's no number into the Admiral's Club. Barb missed the initial story on the podcast because she was Jessica Negri on Monday. I don't know if you remember or not, Gus.
I downgraded since then. I'm sorry.
Dude, she was great.
She's
on the podcast.
She was on Always Open too, and my God, that woman.
Her
is
po-
incredible.
She had a good post show.
Her post show was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Twitter DM says, hey, the Admiral's Club has your thing. Lovely lady who I've never met at the Admiral's Club. Her name is Brittany. She came out from behind security after her shift was over. I set a time to meet her. She gave me my AirPods and I walked away. But before I did, I asked her, I said, I went downstairs to the luggage carousel lost and found, the general lost and found for American Airlines. And they weren't there. She goes, I would never give the people downstairs anything. That's all she said. There was so much like behind that statement. I don't know what it was, but it was like clearly there's a line between the lost and found people in the Admiral's Club and the lost and found people down at the
Do you
luggage
think she
carousel.
knows about that really slow woman? And
Maybe.
just doesn't trust her.
No, because I can tell you that when she said it, I went, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
I know what you mean.
Someone on Twitter, I think it was Rose42 Days, wants to know how you can prove they're actually yours and not just another pair of AirPods.
Mm.
Oh, I'll tell you how I know. Because to show off AirPods again, let me clear my calendar invite. When you turn them on,
Was it an hour before?
when I actually was wondering that, so when I opened them up, it says
Yeah.
Burnie's AirPods on them.
Oh, they're right there.
Yeah, it labels them as Burnie's AirPods.
Okay, there you go.
And like no AirPods that have that turned on would be able to do that.
Gavin, if you want to open yours, mine wouldn't be connected.
Yeah, it wouldn't sync, I guess.
Yeah.
What if it even if it was that close?
I don't have mine on me.
I don't know the way technology works.
No, these things are dope, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
please.
were you on the podcast when I showed them off?
Yes.
And then immediately lost them? Yeah.
Yeah. It looked
So
like
got
your
'em
ears
back.
were kind of bleeding.
No thanks to the horrible people in the control room who
Oh,
just
you
didn't have
you
my
shouldn't
back.
need their help. You're the one who lost it. It's
Listen, I
your
need
thing.
moral support on a regular basis, and all
But
I
you-
got
so,
was
Are you saying it wasn't funny when you lost them?
it was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
So I feel like we kind of.
He almost pooped himself in the post show.
I did almost shut myself in the post. If you're a first member, you can watch that where I waddle out of here like a penguin.
Listen.
Is it because you just really had to shit your pants?
It was that day we went to Shake Shack, remember? And I told you
Yeah.
like I ate way too much. Like finally, like, it was all settled, and it was like, no.
Well, you had a double cheeseburger, cheese fries, and a milkshake.
Yeah, and I ate all of the fucking fries. I was like a fucking pig. Like I ate all the burger, all the fries, and I was so sad. I was like, oh, now I've got to get a shake.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, you don't. I was like, yes, I do. And then I fucking got the shake.
Yeah. It's a
And then
special
you
occasion.
sat here for 10 minutes between the end of the podcast and the post show.
I
And
was-
the moment we hit record, you're like, I'm going to shit my pants.
Yeah, I was fine, and then I, like there was just like a gurgle.
Did all the talk of Jessica holding a fork between her butt cheeks
Oh my
help
God.
or make it
Oh,
worse?
I missed that. Like that started as soon as I ran
he
out.
Came in
then I came
right
back
after
right
the
at the end
full
of it.
demonstration. Yeah.
You left during the post show.
Yeah.
But-
It was a big deal, Barb.
It got posted today, so I can watch it now with my Rooster Teeth first membership.
No, listen. In all seriousness, Gus is doing one of his silly ads. This is 100% worth, at the very least, a free trial for first. People are in the tweet feed talking about how they're going to get us to the drunk RVB release. You're not. So just give up your
You're gonna
dream.
do
Did we ever...
That, however, that episode of the post show, I can guarantee is worth getting a first membership for.
Did you ever think you'd be using Jessica Negri's anus to sell first memberships?
Yeah, somewhere in the back of my head, probably, but dreams do come true for some people. Watching her demonstrate that fork in her butt was It's a memory that I'm gonna cherish for a long time.
I like how I've never seen Burnie clear a table faster. He's like,
You can see me
because
because she was in the camera was slightly in the way of the stuff on the table was of the camera, and I was like clearing everything out of there.
Her butt was right here, so I was just like,
yeah, well,
She was awesome.
She's still here, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
keep seeing her.
She's
She's
here
running
she's
around
actually
filming
shooting
stuff.
something in the studio. She's gonna shoot do one of her photo shoots. Part of it. I hope it's okay to say that.
I saw a teaser image for the episode of Fan Service she was in.
mhm.
I think it was definitely Miles and maybe Gray are both in that.
Carrie too.
And Carrie,
They're all in it.
in the Virgin Killing sweater.
Killer, Virgin
Killer
Killer
sweater?
sweater.
Yeah.
Which I didn't understand at first, but now I do after seeing it. Why it's called that?
Yeah, that's that does not seem like a practical sweater. I don't think it keeps you warm.
No.
So can I do the Subway
Easy
challenge?
access.
6-foot-long subs in 1 hour. I probably could do that.
Why do you want to hurt yourself?
I ate the whole platter of sushi in about 7 minutes.
I don't think. I mean, look at
No
the size
ill
of the
effect.
food, and then the size of a human
That's
stomach.
the thing, right? It's got to be its volume of person.
So you're going to fill the
Space.
stomach and then stack on it.
That's what the tacos did. And then
And then you
when
gotta
Gavin was
snack
touching my
on it.
stomach, it was hard as a rock.
I'm pretty sure that when you opened your mouth wide enough, I could see lettuce, just like
I was pushing the
your
tacos. down.
esophagus.
Push.
Gross.
And it's Gavin's got this weird thing of me and eating. We were talking about 6 years ago. I went on a trip with it. There's a period 6 years ago that's very similar to the period we're in now, like everything that's going on. And at that point in time, 6 years ago, Gavin and I left in the middle of all that stuff to go to Sweden on a Europe trip together. And on that trip, Gavin, we got a sandwich, like a 6-inch sandwich. And Gavin, we're there with JD, who would have been like 8 at the time. And Gavin's filming me, and he makes me eat the whole sandwich in one bite. Like, I had to shove an entire 6-inch sandwich into my face. I got it in
It's not
2
easy,
bites.
is it, Burnie?
It's not, Barb. I got a lot of respect for my lady friends.
I like that we haven't changed.
Nope, nothing is different.
I don't think I like anything as much as I like watching you guys bet each other to do things. Like that video of you jumping into a car without using your hands is one of my favorite videos that you guys have filmed.
People always think it's like a new thing that I'm doing. Where
No,
I'm like
it's-
constantly betting people to do stuff.
You've probably done this since you
I've done
were
that since
15.
I was able to earn money. Like since I was working at Waitrose, I would often bet my entire day's wages for someone to like eat all the condiments, and I'd be like, oh, go to the cash point and get 40 quid out.
Is that a reputation that British people have, is betting?
I don't know. I just like
Okay.
seeing people eat stuff.
I know. Hurt themselves.
I
in
still
weird
have
ways.
a video that I took. It was on set for $1 Million, but where I was drinking out of a water bottle and I was holding the cap to the water bottle. And Gavin said he'd give me $5 if I poured water into the cap and then poured it directly on my crotch.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's the easiest $5 I've ever made.
Yeah, I would do that.
It was gone.
The weird thing is
within,
when
like, a
somebody
second.
accepts
Just
a bet from
steamed
Gavin,
away.
when you accept a bet, you say,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that. You immediately see him go, oh, wait a minute. No, like he should have amped it up.
I did it.
Remember when Michael was going to eat the 5-pound gummy bear in an hour? And you were going to pay him something stupid to do that, like
I think
$1,000?
it's 500.
500
Well,
is
it's
a
just
stupid
impossible.
amount. Well, I mean, but when
Was
he
it 1,000?
started, I watched you be like, uh-oh, this is not a good
Yeah.
thing. I'm about to be out
But
500
that
bucks.
happened with the barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
where
he just chugged it.
he was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
done.
No, I
was
think
like,
he
I
took
paid
that
it.
sip and went, "You're fucked."
He did.
and then bounded it.
That was the one where we put out the animated adventure of that, and then like a year later put out the actual video, and they're very similar.
Oh,
Put
really?
The animated adventure first?
Well, because it was just a story on the podcast, and then I found the footage somewhere.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
really? That's really backwards.
So wait, a lot of people are asking us if we still try to assassinate each other with shoes. No.
I
We
got
haven't-
you recently.
We haven't done that a lot
Sometimes.
lately. We didn't do it at all on this trip. But yeah, Barb did it to me just recently.
Was that in the parking lot out here? I saw someone hit.
I got
Someone the
someone
other
in the
day.
face. It was either Gavin or Burnie, but it was with this boot.
Yeah, I was here.
That
It was like
little-
right out here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I saw that.
And it takes
Kung
a lot of effort to take these shoes off.
Yeah, those are serious boots. But Kung Shu specifically, I think what triggers that is I see Gavin from afar. And then I like walk towards him slowly with my camera.
Yeah.
The worst thing I ever did to Gav, I feel like, was Dan Grucci was in town.
Dan
Co-founder of the Slow-Mo Guys. And they had gotten back from the sub shop. And I didn't get the camera well placed enough because it was so fast that I couldn't actually get a good shot of it. But they were walking in with their subs, and I know how happy people are. They're like, "Oh, I didn't open the sub in the car. I waited the whole time,
Trying
and
to
I'm
keep it
going to eat
warm
it
in
here."
the foil.
And I just walked by Dan, and I said, "Watch this." And then Gavin was walking in front of him. I walked by Gav, but as I did, I reached down and I grabbed the sub out of his hand, and then took a couple more steps in front of Gavin, and then just punted it like a football over the bathrooms. And Gavin was like, no reaction at all.
I was like, I guess my lunch has a footprint on it now because I'm not going out to get another one.
Just solid punt.
Did you end up eating it?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
I took the bit where there was the hole and I just like pulled off all the bread. From Was it raining that day?
I
It
don't
wasn't
remember.
raining. I think it was like dirty on the floor.
What kind of sandwich was it?
It's probably a BLT. Probably nice.
More tuna.
toasted
Gavin
BLT.
eats tuna.
No, I wouldn't toast that.
Was this near the old office?
No,
Or
it's
at
here.
the old-
No, it's here.
Oh.
Stage 5.
It got some height. Like I was looking at my sandwich in the air for about 2 seconds.
It was great. Because it was a moment of like, give me back my and then boom, it just gets punted.
I think I was like, you won't. Up in a shower, your cheeks are clenched over.
You
it.
could like spread your cheeks a little and just
Yeah, I
get
mean,
in
that's
Why
what
do
there.
you make the up motion like this? You're opening a theater curtain or
Because the
something.
microphone's in the way.
cracking an egg.
I'm also never I'm doing it to myself, so it's not this way. It's that way.
So you're sat down in the shower.
No, I'm standing up, but my butt is behind me. Oh,
Look who's over here.
oh my!
Who do we have a mic? Can we get a mic?
Who was it?
It's Jessica.
Jessica.
Oh, the TV's in the way. I can't see anything. Oh, hey, jeez.
Come on in. Come
I
on
didn't
in.
even see you. I just saw that. I didn't see the most conspicuous person
You look
possible.
So good.
So what are you doing back there? You're shooting. We got a mic for you. Gus, you want to grab that mic and hand it to Jess?
Darshell and Mike are over there.
Darshell and Mike.
So I just called you Jess. Does anybody call you Jess, or is it just always
Jess?
Jessica?
Jessica? Jesse?
You're weird because you're one of the
Thanks.
people that I don't often just call them by their first name. I just call you Jessica Negri.
That's
Yeah,
okay. You can do it. I used to think
your
Celine
first last
Dion's
name
full
person to me.
name.
I did that in
Celine
a.
Dion.
I made a
Celine
Snapchat
Dion.
yesterday.
Oh, Celine Dion.
Where I was like, I shot with Darshell Jessica Negri today, and I was like, I don't know why I'm saying her
Barbara
full name.
Dunkelman. I did that a couple times to you too. Barbara Dunkelman. Boop, doop.
If her
Yeah.
name was Celine Dion, like
I
Celine Dion Stevens.
Yeah, I thought it was Celine Dion, and then she had a last name, and I was like, okay, cool. I just wanted to come say hi, and then I'm
Celine
gonna
Dion
leave.
Rochambeau.
Did you see her fairy pictures?
Oh, I've seen Barbara's. I have seen proofs of them, like one or two like little things that you guys put out.
Darshell did such a good job.
Yeah.
They're over there.
Is Mike over there?
Yeah, Mike's over there too.
It's so weird. It's like Mike's been in town. Mike from Filthy Casual. He's been in town this whole week, and I haven't been able to see him the whole week.
It's
like,
right there.
He's
I
right
know.
there.
I know. I'm saying hello.
Burnie, he's
I know.
right
He's invisible. To
Why
me.
haven't you been able to see him?
Because $1 Million butt last night, and then I think they got in on Tuesday, and we were doing something on Thursday. What's today?
Today's Thursday.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what I was doing Tuesday. It's been crazy since we got back from
When did you
Austria.
immersion?
Gavin, yeah, it was immersion. Gavin and I have
What,
jammed
can I
like.
see your lip?
Oh no! Tuesday was
not
Tuesday was JD's birthday. I went out with
Oh,
JD on
it
his
like
birthday.
went down.
It's
That
a
looks
bit
like
rain, but-
tenderized flesh.
Yeah, it was pulverized.
Mm.
Aw.
All right, cool. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna disappoint.
Bye, Jessica.
That grossed
Negri.
me out, so I'm leaving.
Bye.
It's pretty gross. Bye.
Be funny
She
if
like
you just.
jumped off the stage. How she had that much energy?
She's in
No,
character.
dude, come
That's
on.
Jessica all the time.
All the time.
She's always at a 10. I don't know how she does it.
She's always in like that super mode.
And
The
we're gone.